Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game here at City Boxing Club, being joined by the rising star and 2016 Olympian, undefeated with Top Rank, Teofimo Lopez. Now, congratulations, first off, first round knockout victory, and your celebration dance that's garnered quite a bit of attention. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, it was a Fortnite dance. It's a video game that's worldwide.
Yeah.
And I decided I've seen soccer, I've seen, basketball, they've done it and everything like that, but they haven't done it in boxing. So I was like, this is my chance. It's on ESPN. This is my opportunity to go out there and do something different. And that's what I did.
So was that kind of planned beforehand?
Absolutely. Yeah. I planned everything before it. I knew I was going to drop the dude, but I didn't know it was going to be that fast. But, it's boxing. You never know what could happen. And I planned it. Once I got to the neutral corner, I seen the doctor wave it off, and then that's when I started dancing.
And is it safe to say that we will see more of that dance? Will that kind of be the Teofimo, the signature victory dance now?
Yeah, you'll never know what's going to come. That's the whole thing I bring to the table. There's always going to be different celebrations, and July 14th is my next one, so we'll see what I have planned on that one.
So your next bout is already scheduled.
Yes.
Do you have an opponent yet?
I do have the opponent. The contract's not signed yet, so it's still under, we're still doing business and everything. But I can't say it as of right now. I know who it is. Good opponent. Yeah. It looks good on me. And I will be the co-main event on that fight. It'll be in New Orleans.
Oh, in New Orleans. When do you think that bout will be signed and everything will be official?
They're saying in June.
Okay.
They're saying in June, beginning of June. And then from there on, then I get to announce it and say everything. But my next fight is July 14th. It will be on ESPN Live, and I will be the co-main event in New Orleans.
Yeah, and it seems like your career, since I first met you, I believe you signed with Top Rank October 2016. You've kind of taken, the fast track. Last year you fought 6 times, and you're only 20 years old, and now this will be your 3rd fight this year, the one in July, right? Mm-hmm. So is everything going how you expect it, or is there anything you would change so far?
No, everything's going actually a lot better than I would think it would be. Top Rank gave me 6 fights, more than I needed. And I took advantage of all of those. My 10th fight is going to be a co-main event on ESPN. So Top Rank's doing really great things with me. Like I said, I will become world champion by the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019. And
how many times do you see yourself fighting this year?
We don't know. The way I perform and everything, a lot of the fans want to see me fight. It could be anywhere from, you can see me fight maybe, this will be my 3rd fight coming up. You probably see like 3, 4, 5 more times, like 4 more fights. Yeah.
And considering you just came out only first round, so it's like you barely got touched.
Nah, I didn't get touched at all. And but that's the whole point, I prepared myself real good on this fight. My next one is a 10-rounder, so we got to step it up. And I know I'm going to be ready for it.
And for that being a 10-rounder and in the co-main event, like I said, since ESPN and Top Rank have that deal together, your fights will all be on ESPN. But how will training and preparation be different for that?
Just a lot of conditioning. Yeah. Main thing about boxing is all conditioning. I have all the tools to do what I need to do. This is all muscle memory. Hitting the bag is all muscle memory. But conditioning, that's our main thing. That's our main goal. And that's what I did this camp. We changed a couple things that we used to do back in the amateurs. We brought it back, and it worked out perfectly. My first rounder knockout.
And speaking of the amateurs, like I mentioned, 2016 Olympian, how much do you think being in the Olympics and being an Olympian has prepared you for your pro career?
It prepared me a lot because if you look at it, the Olympics is the highest pinnacle you could reach in the amateurs in boxing. So that right there, I accomplished that, and that's with experience. So 170 amateur fights, it'll take you that way in that route to basically do what you do. But not many people have it like that. I've learned from sparring multiple guys, great champions like Sean Porter, Rigondeaux, Luke Campbell, things like that, and they all taught me little by little as I was growing up to it. Now I'm just where I'm at now.
And speaking of sparring, someone that's kind of made some noise, I'm sure you can already guess. I have to ask you about Devin Haney. He just beat Mason Menard. What did you think of his fight? And also, Is there a lot of bad beef,
No.
between you guys?
There's no bad beef at all. I mean, we just say the truth, and if they take it as is, Devin Haney, I didn't watch his fight, but congrats on him on his victory. I just wish nothing but the best for the kid, But if we fight, we fight. One thing his father did say though after we sparred and everything was, they won't fight us unless it's for millions.
Wow. So do you see maybe a potential?
Listen, it's boxing, it's the business. I mean, if it comes down to it, it comes down to it. If he keeps winning, I keep winning, and we make it where it's exciting to watch, then absolutely it will happen. I don't duck or dodge nobody.
And what are some other names, though, that can catapult you to that position where you want to be, which is eventually fight for a title ASAP?
Any of the guys that are in my way of becoming world champion. I don't think Devin Haney's in my way of that. I think he's just somebody that people want me to see fight, but he's not really my goal to become world champion. I don't think he's in that line, in that spotlight for me. I have to move him to the side in order to get the world title. Basically, anybody at 135, I want all the world champions. Lomachenko just won the WBA title.
What do you think of that?
Congratulations to him. He did what he had to do. I didn't watch the fight, but at the end of the day, this is boxing, and I just want to beat the best that everybody says that is the best.
Now, Teddy Atlas said he would like to see Lomachenko and Mikey Garcia fight. What do you think of a potential fight between them?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I think that will be a better fight than him and Leonardo's. Mikey Garcia is a lot smarter, and he's crispy with his punches. And it was the first time Lomachenko went up, and he got dropped. He got dropped. So, so imagine. So let's see how things go and play out. Hopefully the fight does happen for the fans. At the end of the day, it's all about you guys. So, yeah.
And what do you think of Mikey Garcia, though, and his style?
Mikey, he's a big dude. He is. He was probably 200 pounds when he was off, when he had a long layoff before he signed again and started getting active again. But he's a big dude. Comes forward. He likes to fight. That's one thing I like. I like a challenge, and he has a good jab.
Yeah. And speaking of Lomachenko, though, a lot of people kind of say, well, right now he is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Do you see, when you watch his style and his technique, do you see a lot of holes in his games, or where if you were to fight him, what you could capitalize on? Yeah,
of course. But that's something that the fans got to see when it happens. I can't give you guys the blueprint on things, but fighters like that, there's a couple things you could catch up on them. It happened with Leonardo's when he was jumping in. Yeah. So it's little things that people might not know, but that you could defeat a fighter like that. So.
And what about someone else who just fought, and he is a young prospect as well, Ryan Garcia? What do you think of him?
Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, the list goes on and on with these. Shakur Stevenson, the list goes on and on. We have, it's a great generation coming up right now.
It is.
It is. Honestly, it is. Can't lie about that. But now, when we talk about levels, it's just different with me and how everybody else is doing it. And whether they like it or not, it's the truth. Nobody's entertaining the crowd the way I am. And not only do I get the job done, it's how I do it. Ryan Garcia and everything, they hype. It's a lot of hype. They say I'm a hype, but I back it up, and I'm doing it the right way, and I'm doing it. I work too hard for this. So when they mention all these other prospects or these other guys, I feel like it's disrespect towards me. Yeah. I take it as that.
But is there someone that you looked up to growing up, or someone that you kind of strive to model your career behind?
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. The way Mike Tyson was when he was in that ring, just an animal, hungry, wanted to take your head off. Floyd Mayweather, the way he was in the boxing business and the way he was just overall. He didn't win just the boxing fans, he won everybody in the world. So that's one of the main goals you need in order to make the 100 mils and all that. It's things like that. So they all paved the way for us, this new generation coming up. So I'm just grateful. I'm just taking everything right now, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
And lastly, though, can you kind of talk about the relationship, with your father? Because I know you guys are always so close, and I know after your fight, he was hyped up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. My father, he is, they even did the post-interview, and it was crazy. I had to tell him, calm down. My father, he just gets excited when we talk about boxing. He's crazy. But everything he says, I always back him up. That's my guy. That's my right hand. So me and him together 15 years in boxing, you know, my whole life with him. I'm just grateful to have somebody like him. We just click. We're like one soul, so we know one another. He's seen me at my best. He's seen me at my worst. So he knows what else I could do. So, you know, and it's the best thing.
And he always has your back.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
And lastly, what do you have to say to your fans and what they can expect from you this year?
This year, it's the takeover. That's what it is. To all my fans, you know, just tune in. July 14th is my next one. Big fight. You know, great fight. It will look great on me, on my record as well. And it's just, I'm going to do what I have to do. I'll be the co-main event on ESPN, live, July 14th in New Orleans. It's the takeover. You guys just got to keep watching, support me, and remember I fight for you guys.
And maybe a Fortnite dance as well.
Of course, a Fortnite dance. And you know what? I should tweet that. See what they what type of dance they want me to do next.
What other ones do you do?
They have flipping sexy, which is more like a backflip, but you turn into laying down, which is cool. But I gotta practice it. I could do it. They have the floss. They have shoot. They have a lot of dances. They have a lot. That was just the main one.